A once proud Roman woman, perhaps a noble wife caught in adultery, or a defiant captive from a conquered land, stripped completely naked, forced down on her hands and knees, dragged through the filthy streets of Rome while thousands scream insults, throw rotten food, and spit on her broken body. This wasn't just punishment, it was Rome's ultimate weapon of shame. A ritual designed to destroy not just the body, but the soul. Today, we uncover one of ancient Rome's most humiliating public spectacles, forcing women to crawl naked through the streets as thousands watched. A fate worse than death for many. Stick around until the end, because what happened after the crawl will leave you speechless. In ancient Rome, power wasn't just about swords and legions. It was about breaking the human spirit. Public humiliation was a core tool. Crucifixion, naked for all to see. Triumph parades, captured kings and queens chained, sometimes stripped of dignity. But for women, it was personal, intimate. Rome was obsessed with female purity, adultery, treason against the family and state, defiance, a threat to Roman order. Under laws like the Lex Julia by Emperor Augustus, adulterous women faced exile, loss of property, and public degradation. Husbands could divorce and shame them. Families disowned them. But the worst? When the state stepped in. Historical sources, from Livy to Plutarch, describe how women accused of crimes against morality were paraded as examples, not just walking, crawling, naked, through mud, filth, and jeering mobs. Why crawling? It reduced them to animals, no dignity, no humanity. A message. This is what happens when you defy Rome. Let's reconstruct the ritual based on ancient accounts and recent historical discoveries. It often started with accusation, adultery, treason, or simply refusing a powerful man's advances. The woman, let's call her Livia, a fictional composite of real cases, is arrested, stripped of her fine stola and jewelry. In a public square, perhaps the forum itself, she's fully exposed. Guards hold her as the crowd gathers. Then the command. On your knees. Forced to crawl, hands bound or not. Sources vary, but always naked. Through the bustling streets. The route? From the prison or judgment hall, through the busiest paths, past markets, temples, homes, crowds follow, shouting adultera or worse, throwing waste. Children taught to mock her. Why naked? Romans believed nudity equals slavery, free women covered up, exposure stripped, status forever. Some accounts describe whips cracking if she slowed, blood mixing with street dirt. Hours of this, knees raw, body bruised, spirit crushed. One surviving fragment from a lost text hints at elite women forced to crawl before arena spectacles, amplifying the shame for thousands. History hides many names, but some leaked through. Empress Messalina, infamous for her excesses. Rumors say Claudius considered public crawling before her quiet execution. Vestal virgins, sacred but vulnerable, accused of breaking chastity, stripped, scourged privately, then paraded in funeral litter, a living death crawl to their tomb. Captured queens, Zenobia of Palmyra, chained in gold, forced to march, some say crawl parts, in Aurelian's triumph. Heavy jewels made standing impossible. Boudica's daughters, violated publicly as humiliation before rebellion, and lesser women, adulteresses under Augustus's laws. Sources like Juvenal describe public shamings where women crawled in shame. One horrifying twist, in arena reenactments, condemned women forced to crawl naked before beasts, or worse. The crawl ended, but the horror continued. Many faced the arena, forced into fatal performances, humiliated further before death. Others sold into slavery, brothels, eternal infamy. Families erased their names, children disowned. psychologically broken forever, suicide common like Lucretia, whose rape led to shame-driven death. Rome erased these stories, but fragments remain. Recent digs and texts reveal it was more common than admitted. This wasn't justice, it was terror, control through fear. Rome's most humiliating punishment reminds us, power often hides its darkest face in tradition. Was this real history or exaggerated legend? The truth is shocking either way.